In a world that often treads on the narrow path of societal norms and conformity, I found myself walking a different journey. You see, I carried a torch for something many would consider an unusual flame, a foot fetish. To some, it may seem peculiar, but to me, it was the most innocent of passions. Over the years, I had ventured into the labyrinth of romance with many women, each one a unique chapter in my life. Yet, I found that most of them would raise their eyebrows, perplexed by my fascination with the elegance of a woman's feet. They'd deem it odd or maybe even weird. They could not grasp the depth of my desire, the intricate web of emotions that bound me to this unconventional attraction. But it was never about the foot alone. No, it went beyond that. For me, it was a way of showing love, of cherishing every aspect of a woman's being, from her tender toes to the depths of her soul. I longed for a partner who could appreciate this unusual affection, who would be willing to embark on a journey of exploration and intimacy that mirrored the depth of my desires. With a heart filled with longing and a libido that raced like a wild stallion, I yearned for that connection that transcended societal boundaries and judgment, for a love that could reach into the deepest corners of my soul and awaken the same fire in another. I had a fervor for pleasure, a desire to explore, and a belief that love knew no bounds, especially when it came to the bedroom. But in my quest to find that rare, open-hearted spirit who would share my desires, I stumbled upon more closed doors than I could count. The world had grown rigid, judgmental, and conventional, and the idea of embracing desires beyond the mundane often met with resistance. So many women I met, so many connections that felt almost perfect, had crumbled under the weight of my desires. I understood that the world wasn't necessarily against me, it was just that my desires and I were somewhat out of sync with what society deemed normal. Yet, I couldn't quench this fire that raged within me. I couldn't dismiss the idea of cherishing a woman's feet, of tending to her body with love and devotion, as something perverse or unnatural. I longed for that special someone who would understand that a fetish was not a deviant secret, but an intimate expression of affection, someone who would perceive the grace in the curve of a delicate arch, the elegance in painted nails, and the subtle artistry in the symmetry of toe. I wanted to meet someone who could look beyond the cliché copyright and stereotypes and share in this unique journey of passion. The search continued, but I refused to compromise my true self. I didn't want to suppress my desires or pretend they didn't exist. Instead, I chose to believe in the possibility of finding a connection that could ignite the flames of our desires, one that could reveal the beauty of vulnerability and understanding in the realm of intimacy. And then, one day, as if the universe had conspired to grant me my wish, I met her. She walked into my life like a gentle breeze, carrying with her a sense of openness and a curiosity for the uncharted territory of desires. Her eyes held a spark of adventure, and I could sense a profound yearning for connection. We took our time, sharing stories and dreams, baring our souls to one another. With each passing day, it became clearer that we were kindred spirits, two souls who had finally found one another in the vast sea of human connections. It was as if we had both been searching for something extraordinary, something beyond the ordinary norms of love. One evening, as we lay together, her hand gently reached out to touch my face, her fingers tracing the lines of my desire. It was a moment that seemed to hold eternity within its grasp. I looked into her eyes, and without a word, I shared my secret, my foot fetish. To my surprise, she didn't react with shock or judgment. Instead, a soft smile graced her lips, and she whispered, "Show me." And so, our journey began. We explored desires and fantasies, unearthing the depths of our intimacy. She allowed me to cherish every part of her body, from the tips of her toes to the crown of her head. Our love was a beautiful symphony, an ode to passion that resonated through the tender caresses and fervent kisses. I remember the first time she let me hold her foot, the sensation of warmth and connection that flowed through me. It was as if I could feel her heart beating through her toe. With each touch, I conveyed my love and adoration, and in return, she experienced the depths of my passion. It was an intimate dance, a shared secret that brought us closer with every passing day. Our nights became a canvas of exploration, where we discovered the art of love in all its forms. It was not just about feet, it was about vulnerability and acceptance. about embracing desires and giving them space to breathe. She understood that a fetish was not a strange compulsion but a unique expression of love. Our bond grew stronger, and with it, the intensity of our intimacy. We became lovers and confidants, explorers of desires and keepers of each other's secrets. She encouraged me to express my fantasies and desires, and I, in turn, reveled in the exquisite pleasure of fulfilling her own. Our connection transcended the boundaries of societal norms, and our love became a testament to the beauty of embracing the extraordinary. As we continued our journey together, our connection deepened, and our love expanded. It wasn't just about foot fetish anymore, it was about a love that saw beyond the surface, beyond the stereotypes and judgments. It was about cherishing every part of her, showing appreciation for the unique tapestry of her being, and experiencing a love that was limitless and boundless. In the end, I learned that love knows no boundaries, that passion is a fire that burns within us all, and that the beauty of intimacy lies in the acceptance of each other's desires. I had found my kindred spirit, my partner in love, who saw the beauty in every part of me, including my unconventional desires. Our love was a testament to the power of acceptance and understanding, a love that dared to explore and embrace the depths of human desires. It was a love that thrived in the realm of vulnerability and trust, where two souls met and discovered the profound beauty of cherishing every part of one another, from the tips of our toes to the depths of our hearts. And so, in a world that often shies away from the unconventional, I had found a love that dared to embrace the extraordinary. Our love was a testament to the boundless beauty of cherishing every part of a person, showing love in its most unique and passionate forms, and discovering the depths of connection that could be found when two souls dared to explore the uncharted territory of desire.